So I've spent a lot of time with Brad Woodgate. Brad Woodgate's a new partner of ours at LA Libations, and this is a really exciting podcast for me because everyone's journey to beverage is different, but yours is so insane. Like from where it starts to you on stage with Vanilla Ice, it's like the craziest founder's journey I think I've ever sort of been close to.
Yeah.
And I would love it if you would catch Josh up on kind of like your origin story, for lack of a better word.
For sure.
And then spend some time talking about Joy, because I think you're on to so many cool things.
Awesome. That'd be great. So are we on now?
We're go.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we're good. Okay. So real quickly, I mentioned this up on stage, is like I started 24 years ago as an entrepreneur out of college. And I basically said to myself, look, I do not want to get financing involved with my business because I don't want someone to control my destiny. So I went and leaned in on products that had really high margins. There was like weight loss products, supplements that you got into sports nutrition. And we ended up being like the largest third brand in GNC Canada and GNC USA. That built up the cash that allowed us to then go into marketing, and we were spending at some points tens of millions of dollars per year in marketing to feed like the weight loss category. So we got introduced through different celebrities, different media outlets, because we were spending so much money. So that was my first kind of getting.
You're invited to a lot of parties when you're buying that much media.
Exactly, a lot of parties. So we had like Carmen Electra, we had like Holly Madison, we had just Britney Spears for a little bit had our products. So we got invited to a lot of things. So that was my opening to my world of doing this. And so then in 2018, I started the No Sugar Company. And the mandate of the No Sugar Company was I wanted to recreate the food and snack category that was littered with refined sugar. And my mandate was, if I can do this and make it taste the same or better, but using all natural sweeteners, I think I have a winning combination. And so that business exploded for us, did over $100 million in yearly revenue, and still obviously is around today.
The stuff is great. Like he always comes to our office with like the no sugar stuff and the chocolates and the bars. I mean, it's fantastic.
Bar. So we just did this no sugar gummy. It's a ginger turmeric gummy, just launched in Costco. My kids eat it like candy, and ginger turmeric's very difficult to mass. So we're doing things now on like gummies for creatine, gummies for protein, gummies for apple cider vinegar, and kids multivitamins. There's the technology that we have that no one else has of an all natural gummy but tastes like candy with any side of functionality that we want is crazy. So
and is Costco and like the natural or supplements channel kind of your go-to?
For sure. So the scale that you need, even for beverage or for gummies, is massive. You need an anchor account.
And nobody starts at Costco because nobody can make the hurdle rate happen.
Nobody starts out. So we have our cheat code with Costco, obviously, is that we over-index on demos. So you're supposed to give somewhere in the neighborhood of a 5% accrual. We easily spend 25% in the first 8 to 16 weeks. We get into so many people's hands all the time. And if you have a product that people love and want to taste and it delivers on the promise, they're going to come back for repeat purchase.
And then, I don't want you to give away any of your trade secrets, but are you just relying on CDC or do you use like your own staff?
No, all of it is done through CDS.
Okay, yeah.
But the difference, what we do is most people, when they contract out CDS, they're like, hey, here's my product, do what you can.
You get the little old lady with the bow tie.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm adamant. I set up meetings with every single of the 1,400 staff that I can get on a Zoom call. I do videos to make sure, like, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. This is not just a publicly traded company that no one cares. I truly do care. Sell it like it's your own. Here are the things that will make it beneficial. And when you do there, I'm going to give you a sales target for the day that I'm going to ask you to try to hit. And I'm going to be following up in stores as many as I can with secret shoppers.
Dude, I never heard of anybody doing that approach.
So you think about it. If CDS has 1,400 reps, you could say there are 1,400 just reps, or there are 1,400 people that you just added to your sales team.
Yeah.
I choose to add them to my sales team. And so that has allowed us to hit the hurdle rates in multiple categories. And when you do a demo, it actually counts towards your sales because they buy product on shelf. That's one. And two, if you, again, in the food and beverage category, if you have something that tastes great, people are going to buy it again. So that's been our whole premise. And then what that does is, because so many people have tasted our products, they go looking for it in other places, drug, food, and everything else.
Do you do road shows too, or is there not enough scale in road shows?
So road shows, we've never had to because we've had so much success with just being brought in line.
Yeah.
But I was just talking to a fellow entrepreneur who's picking my brain, and I said, road shows have 3 benefits. One is you can obviously get tremendous marketing. So in the store, there's a huge billboard or poster.
Yeah.
Put a QR code. That QR code that people scan will buy from you for the next 10 to 12 weeks. No one thinks about that. They just think about it for the day. I got to put a banner and I'll maybe see 500 people. You put that QR code with a discount offer, you potentially just got yourself a customer for life. So that's one thing of advantage of a roadshow. The second thing, obviously, is if you hit the hurdle rates, which you need to find out what those hurdle rates are, that's your greatest data to get your product being taken in line. Because if you're a young entrepreneur, if you don't have ROM share, you need to show them in the roadshow that if their expectation is $3,000 per SKU per week, you need to hit 10 times. That's what they expect. They expect 10 times. Going into a roadshow and not knowing the data that you're trying to achieve. It's like going blindly.
So said the other way, they'll look at your roadshow and they go, okay, we can expect 1/10 of that after the hoopla.
Yeah. Exactly. But but the other way of looking at it is, if you did a roadshow and you're like, I did $10,000, and you're like, oh my God, I did $10,000, but their expectation is $30,000.
Yeah.
You failed to them, succeeded to yourself, but that made no difference. You're not getting in line. So you got to know what you're playing for.
So in beverage, the hurdle rate is typically Department 13. The hurdle rate has typically been $1,000 per club per week, and maybe it's higher now with inflation.
Yes.
But that used to be the number. Is that comparable to supplements and snacks, or is that
so the
different?
HABA category is lower than $1,000, so it's around $750 because the foot traffic in HABA is just not the same.
Less velocity.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Pharmacy is less. Pharmacy is $750,000. HABA, what you just described, which is where Fairlife exists and Premier Protein exists, is way higher. It's actually like $3,000 because Fairlife is the number one selling SKU in Costco, not just in the beverage category, in the entire store.
It's a good product.
It outsells Kleenex. Like, they cannot keep it in store on shelf. So that skews the HABA averages, because if you have like $15,000 per club per week that they're doing, that makes the average go up higher.
Well, and the crazy thing about Fairlife, I don't know that the Coca-Cola company gets enough credit for it, because
don't.
there was nobody that was doing branded milk until they did. It was local dairies, you know. So if you live near Toronto, you're probably getting it from Saputo or something like that, right? It was local.
Yeah.
And then VEB, that unit that created that product, they brought in Zico. Zico didn't work. They ultimately discontinued it. They brought in Honest Tea. It didn't work. They ultimately discontinued it. And people like to think that VEB was like a 10-year failure.
Yeah.
But if you just look at the success that Fairlife has been,
that
thing paid for itself.
Oh my God.
20 times over.
Oh my God. And it's a great product. Like it tastes like a chocolate milk. Like we've been around the game enough.
It's a protein drink.
Yeah. You taste chalk in a lot of different products. It tastes like a chocolate milkshake. It's great.
Yeah.
So back on the story in terms of the marketing.
Yep.
So even with the success of Wellnex that had done, close to, well over $1 billion in sales, and all that, we were in 100,000 retail accounts in just North America at its peak, and all those relationships. When I launched the food company, I got it up to 100 million in annual sales. So it was doing well. I said, fuck it, I want to get into beverage. They're like, you're not getting into beverage. I like, look at it, like my resume. Like, what more do you need? They're like, you're dealing with Coke, you're dealing with Red Bull, you're dealing with like Gatorade. You're not getting in. I'm like, fuck. So I was like, I kind of started thinking entrepreneur. Like, what are the things I can do to make this no turn into a yes? So I came up with a fucked up idea of saying, how do I get a former #1 singer that would agree to sing with a guy who has no voice and go and do a music video?
I'm so down, by the way. Like, I was such a fan. Like, in 1990, I was such a fan.
So this is what happened. So I shot a Super Bowl commercial to run in Canada for the Joyburst energy drink.
The best part about this, though, is when we first met, he was talking about his Super Bowl commercial, and Danny looks at him and goes, "You're doing a Super Bowl commercial?" And he goes, "In Canada."
Exactly. That's exactly how it went. Yes. So when we shot the commercial, we shot it in Florida. And it just so happened to be where Vanilla Ice was doing his reality show, because he has a big reality show. So I met the owner of the...
Shout out Vanilla.
Exactly.
Yours is here.
I met the owner, and we got along well. He has this big volume. It's called a big volume studio. And he's like, what's the next crazy thing you want to do? I'm like, actually, this is an idea that I'm thinking of doing.
Is he still flipping houses?
Flipping houses.
Dude, that show is so good.
Do
you ever watch his house flipping show?
Sure.
You must. Yeah, it's so good.
I'm on the show.
Oh, I haven't seen those episodes.
So the Joyburst is on the show. I'm on the show. Yeah. He is honestly such a successful businessman.
Yeah.
And he works like he does a concert anywhere in North America. He's on the first flight if he can get out by like 6 a.m. or travel through the night. That next day, he's doing flipping houses. Like, that is just like, he does 80 concerts a year. He comes in for sound check. He does an hour of sound check. He doesn't miss a beat. I'm like, Rob, like, you've been doing this for like 40 years. Why do you such detail?
But
such
say what you
detail?
want about him as like an artist. Like me and my friends knew all the words. It
Yeah.
was so much fun when his songs came on.
Yeah.
Like it was a party.
It's just such a party.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So I go out for lunch with him. They arrange a lunch. We get along well. He's like, hey, dude, do you want to come back to my place? I'm like, fuck. Of course I want to come back to your place. Like, this
Yes,
is amazing.
Mr. Vanilla Ice.
Yes,
I would
Mr.
love
Vanilla
to.
Ice. Yeah, no, but the funny thing is, there's no Vanilla Ice. It's Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rob Van Winkle,
It's
right?
Rob Van Winkle. So
Yeah.
he's like, if you know me and you're in my like inner circle, it's Rob. If
Got
you
it.
don't know who the fuck I am, go with Vanilla.
Well, I guess
But-
Kid Rock is Bob.
Exactly. So I go to his house,
Bob
which,
and Rob.
which is like 3 houses that he's put all together as this massive compound.
Yeah, why not?
Oprah's over here, Bill Gates is over there. Like he's in like a lane, and he takes me to his his memorabilia room.
Oh, it's gotta be
And
crazy.
His memorabilia room is like he was the like first rapper to bring it mainstream.
Yeah.
Like Ice Baby, like it's 35 years old as of like 2 days ago. It's still a phenomenon. But his memorabilia, he's like, I've done private events for like Putin. I've done Pablo Escobar
yeah.
private events. There isn't anybody in the world that
Spent a
you would
little
think,
time with Suge Knight.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, he said that story's not true. But in any case, he has been with absolutely everybody. But to allow me as a guy who's just an entrepreneur from Canada to create a song, to record the song, and then he says to me, hey, he's like, dude, you're coming up on stage and singing this. I'm like, do you have auto-tune? Because I can't fucking sing. Like,
But here's the funny thing. I saw the video.
Yeah.
And I don't know that you can or can't sing, but you brought the energy. Like
Yeah,
you came up there
fake
with
it till you make
swagger.
it. Fake it till you make it. I come up with the swagger. I say, put in that microphone at like 10%. You do that, like.
But
the
you
other 100%.
owned it. You sold it.
It's fun. So when we do these concerts, literally, there's Joyburst blow up
Now,
cans through the crowd.
Mind you, he said concerts, plural.
So this is like you.
They're on tour.
Yeah,
He and Vanilla are on tour.
I've done 10 concerts. He does. I swear to God, he does 80 concerts a year. And if I wanted to, I could go full. We should do it.
Now I'm gonna-
We should do it. You can.
I'm
come
in,
up.
dude. If
Yeah.
I could just be on the side of the stage and watch.
Yeah. So he does it with them in California all the time. He literally says, anytime you want to come and we'll sing Joyburst. He brings me up on stage. We give out samples. People have QR codes. I mean,
We're gonna put the video on the end of the podcast.
oh,
I'm
there you
gonna
go. It's
tack
be
it on
awesome.
if you don't mind. Yeah.
I'd love it. Yeah. So he's one of the best. Obviously, his prime was X amount of
Yeah.
day, but the amount of engagement he has, it really reminded me when you guys brought up the guy for the beer company Barrow. What is it?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He's obviously a recovering alcoholic. He needed to find a beverage that was going to fit his needs. It's so authentic. It's believable. And that company's going to do exceptionally well. Rob, he lives and breathes Joyburst. Like, he has a collection of probably 100 cars worth well over 15 million. He's taken old cars and wrapped them in Joyburst. I'm like, dude,
Wow.
you did it on your own. Like, he just loves the brand. He just like wants to promote it. He's so, yeah. So it's
So
been
back
great.
to the beginning, or back to the middle, I should say.
Yeah.
You wanted to get into beverage. They said no way.
Yeah.
You found Vanilla Ice. How does that crack the code for you?
So like you said, there's
'Cause
a
now
lot
you
of-
and
there's-
Brother Vanilla are on a journey.
Yes, but there's a lot of people that are mine and your age who Vanilla Ice actually means a lot to.
Yeah.
A lot to. So buyers of
Those
Costco,
were good times.
Costco usually has buyers in that age group.
Yeah.
So I said to him, if I could get Vanilla Ice and me to sing a song and do a rap video called Joyburst and put this everywhere across Canada, would you give me 10 fucking stores? They're like, if you can pull this off, because I know you can't, I'll give you 10 stores. I'm like, here's a signed contract, 10 stores, baby. And we
Give me the
turned
buy
that-
doc.
Yeah, exactly.
What if these buyers started giving everybody these side quests, like to get on
Yeah,
shelf?
exactly.
Like they
Could you
throw out
imagine?
these like random things.
Next
like
thing
if
you
you
know,
get that hat.
next thing you know, you're going to see someone on Spider-Man. He's like, he's
Yeah.
going to be on. So
I need
they-
a selfie with Putin.
Yeah.
Give me the end cap.
do that, I'll give you a dead
Yeah.
cat.
So he gave me the 10 stores. We demoed the shit out of it. We hit the hurdle rates. We expanded from there to 100 stores. Costco US came in knocking. We then got into Costco US.
And this isn't ancient history. This is recent. Like when
This
did
is
all this go
last-
down? Last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, the brand's only 3 years old. So that bold move of bringing on the singing thing got someone to say, no. If you can do it, I'll give you a yes. Here's my purchase order, 10 stores, turn those 10 stores successful, and then just screw from there. So we're now in Costco Taiwan, Costco Mexico, Costco Canada, Costco USA, Costco Spain, Costco France, all based on the success of that 10 store that was behind me singing Joyburst.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Now I was wondering because I see the Disney licensing. Like you talked about, there's a certain with Vanilla Ice, there's a certain age range. They obviously now probably have kids. Like, is there a connection between that? Is like they're seeing that, their kids are seeing it's a connection between the two.
So to be honest with you, I got two ways of doing it. So Vanilla Ice is all B2B. He has done so many videos. Hey, Will from Walmart, it's Vanilla Ice here.
Oh,
I know
love
you're
that,
looking
yeah.
at Joyburst. I would love for you to get in. So hundreds of videos. His time is unbelievable. So B2B, everybody loves Vanilla Ice. Disney is about the consumer. Everybody, I'm a consumer who buys our products, knows Disney. They knew Lilo and Stitch. They knew Inside Out that we did last year. So this partnership was to get the consumer engaged with the brand to sell droves more. Vanilla Ice was a B2B play and continues to work for me all day. I bring buyers to the concerts. They're like backstage passes rocking out the way you would be. And the next thing you know, they're like, how do we figure out how to make more happen with this brand? And I'm like, that's what I'm here for.
Love
So
that.
that's the two different things. Like the demos were definitely done as a cheat code because no one else looks at demos that way.
Yeah.
The Vanilla Ice thing was done as a pure fun thing, B2B. The Disney partnership now obviously is going to be consumer oriented. And then at the end of the day, like you guys all know, unless you make a product that you have all that hype, you have all that, and they try it and it doesn't deliver, it doesn't matter. All of it just goes away. So we've been fortunate enough that on the hydration of Joyburst, people really love it. We're launching with the coffee protein, which you guys know in Costco across the U.S. as well in 4 weeks. And then we're coming out with our own super soda that we're calling to go after the modern soda space. So super soda is coming from superfood ingredients being used, and it'll have much more than just gut. It'll have immunity, it'll have different benefits. So, we're excited about the 3 innovations or the 3 products that Joyburst will have.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but you kind of also give me like Elon Musk vibes in the sense that you're running a bunch of big companies. Like you're still
Yes.
running your supplements
I
company.
wasn't sure you were going with that. You're like, are you saying I have Asperger's?
Yeah.
Or-
No. I'm saying you're like
saying here?
you're doing
am
the.
I cutting Dodge? Like, what's happening?
No, but it's like you're the CEO and founder of like 3 or 4
Six.
big companies.
6 companies. There's 6 companies that I own. Yeah.
So do you like the idea part of it, or do you like?
It's like
to
Willy
bring them
Wonka.
to
He likes
life?
the product
Well, I
creation.
mean, like, because there's a lot of times where there's, people love the idea. I love throwing out ideas, but then, there's a lot of people that are like, I'd rather get in the trenches and like do the execution of it.
Yeah. So I love ideation for sure. And I can't help myself when it comes to innovation. If Jelka is listening to this outside, she's like, I fucking tell him, stop doing so much innovation. Like, you're on LinkedIn every day with a new product. Like, how the fuck are we going to do this? And I'm just like, if it's available and a retailer wants it and I think I can make it, like, I want to do it. Like, I want to be at the party. Like, I want to be, if there's Creatine's hot right now and I can put it into a gummy, I want to do that. If modern soda's hot right now, I want to make a bigger, better opportunity with it. If protein coffee is there, so on the coffee side, we got challenged by Costco. They're like, you need to figure out how to make Starbucks Frappuccino without sugar. So we spent 2 years just trying to do that, which we did. So we were in this category, we were a coffee-based innovation. When we then added 30 grams of protein, because the category of protein's on fire, little did we know it actually made it creamier and taste better. So, but we were coffee first. Most of the Premier Protein and everybody else comes, we're a protein company first, we flavor second. We actually coffee flavored it first, and with real coffee, put the protein in second as a benefit, and now we're leading, like, who launches in Costco first across the country with a protein coffee? Like, nobody. We're going to be going up against Premier Protein. Those 1,400 reps are engaged, they're ready to go, and hopefully it's going to be a really successful launch like our hydration's been.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is a scary question, but what's next? Somewhere Yelka's covering her ears. She's in the fetal position behind me.
I hope she's not listening.
What's next?
What's next? You know what? I think that there's opportunity in so many different categories. Funny enough, I've never played in like technology. Like, technology is something that's so interesting, it's so fast, it's so dynamic. Obviously ChatGPT, obviously AI and all that stuff. How someone is going to incorporate that stratosphere and use it best for food and beverage, I think there's going to be something that's going to change basically the industry. So I'm heavily interested in that. I don't quite know what it is, but if someone can figure out how to make AI and that thing make food more efficient, to make, like, you can make things, a lot of the times with food and beverage, the cost of it is always shipping. Like, it comes down to like shipping. It's like 12 to 15% of your margin just eaten up. And if there's a way through like artificial intelligence to have the delivery format changed, that would be so much more cross-functional, so much more dynamic. I think there's a huge bottom saving, which would make pricing of products go down. And I just think it'd be a game changer. So I'm interested in that. Can I think that I myself could lead that? I'm no Elon Musk when it comes to technology.
You never know. You seem to be pretty good at everything you try.
Well, you know what? I fake it till I make it. Like I said to you before, I fake it till I make it.
Dude.
But I'd have to hire some smarter people for sure.
Well, that's
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us, Brad.
No
You're
problem.
so dynamic. Like I feel like we need to do 6 episodes where we can dive in to each company.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the flyby, man. Thanks for sitting down with
I
us.
didn't even talk to you about the reality show that we did.
Oh, wait.
The $1 billion showdown.
Back up the truck. Back up the
No.
truck.
We can talk about that another time.
No. Let me hear about this one.
So I always wanted to do my own reality show. And so I moved to California in 2009.
Yeah.
And I met with Ari Gold. You know, like,
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I
Rahm
got
Emanuel.
like, this massive company. I put a team on board to run it. I got a
No,
concept.
not Rom. Ari Emanuel. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a concept that I want to share with you. So this is a crazy story too, but David Pecker, who is the guy who's in all the trouble with
tabloid guy.
with tabloid guy. He owns Star Magazine. All that.
American Media.
Me and him were very, very close because I spent so much money in advertising.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
so when he went down,
Is he killing stories for you?
oh my God, he was crushing stories for me. He had all the underground stuff for National Enquirer and everything. Like the stuff that he'd tell me about Trump. This is a whole new topic. But anyways, so he introduced me because he knew I wanted to get my reality show off the ground to Ari Gold. And so I went in and pitched him my concept. And he at the time said to me, Brad, I love the concept, but there's this little guy named Donald Trump who has The Apprentice that's on air right now, and his ratings are going down. We just don't think we can have another business show. We don't think the market is ready for another business show. So I'm like, fucking Trump. Fucking Trump. And that's what didn't make it happen. So I never let a dream die. 10 years later, after I did the Super Bowl commercial, after I did the thing with Vanilla Ice, I said, fuck it, I'm going to fund my own reality show. So we called it $1 Billion Showdown. I partnered up with one of the leading reality show producers out in Florida. We shot in 21 days, 18-hour days.
Is it the same guys that Vanilla works with?
Same team.
Same team,
exactly. Yeah.
I figured you must know those guys.
Exactly.
Then
So-
I heard Florida, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So we did 6 episodes. It was the most crazy, draining experience ever while managing the 6 companies back home. Like it was nuts. And the premise of it was basically I will each season give aspiring entrepreneur contestants the $1 billion idea. And then through the 6 stages of the show, the 6 things that they would have to go through, they would have to bring this $1 billion idea to the market. That would be their job through production initiatives, through marketing initiatives, through sales initiatives, through things, all the things that I went through as an entrepreneur. And the winner would get a 25% equity stake in the actual business, which they got. And the product would launch on Home Shopping Network and QVC because we have such tight relationship with that. So that is all happened. It launched. We got it then piloted on ABC in affiliate, so it wasn't like national. It was on the affiliate channels, and we got it on air. And we're going in September because back to school with our kids no sugar kids multivitamin gummy. But I shot a reality show, so like a bucket list thing for me to do was to shoot a reality show. And throughout the reality show, it's so funny. So like, I'm like, so today for your contestants, and I'd be like, hold on a second, guys. I'm just drinking some Oh, have you guys tried Joyburst? So the whole show, I was just plugging the shit out of like no sugar, Wellnex, Joyburst stuff, and they got it all in there. When we went to ABC, we edited the whole thing. They're like, who's this fucking Brad Woodgate? He's always promoting his shit. And I was like, hey, it's my show. I made it. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So like either you run it this way or ain't going to run it. And they eventually was able to run it. So it was good.
Dude, this business is so fun. You're the second founder that I've spoken to that's got his own reality show. Have you met Kyle Koss yet?
No.
He's here. He's new to the LA Libations family. He's got a cool product called Dry and Dirty. He is really successful in the horse space.
In the horse space?
Yeah, so like horse shows and competitions.
Cool.
They've got like the what would be a good like the Super Bowl of horse events in Calgary.
Okay.
And
Is he Canadian?
yeah, his family I think is really well known in Canada.
Okay.
It's Koss, Koss.
Okay.
His product's called Dry and Dirty. He wants to do an alcohol-free dirty martini.
Okay.
But he was talking with Danny, and he's like, I really want to do a reality show about our horse business. He goes, I really want to do like a love letter to the horse business.
Okay.
So Danny's like, well, I got the guys for you.
Oh, yeah.
And he stroked a check and became an executive producer of his own reality show about the
Really?
horse business. Yeah, he's here. I got to introduce you to him.
When has it launched?
They're filming it right now. Yeah, they're filming it right now.
Introduce me. Horses, Joyburst.
Yeah. Canada.
Showdown,
Yeah,
Canada.
I can't believe you guys don't know each other.
Oh my God.
I 100% after I introduce you guys, you'll have a bunch of friends in common.
Okay. So we did this last thing. We did this show in Canada with Vanilla Ice just like 3 weeks ago, I was on stage with them. So unbeknownst to him, I come out with this massive shirt and I unveil it and it says "Canada's not for sale," knowing the Canadian crowd would just go bananas, which they did. All of a sudden, the national anthem of Canada starts being sung amongst the 7,000 people that are there.
Just spontaneously.
I was like in heaven. I got Joyburst doing the song. I'm thinking I'm like Coldplay, whatever.
Like out of body experience.
And everybody's singing national. I look over at Ice. He's like, I have no fucking idea what the words of this song is. He's just like this with his microphone. He's loving it, but he has no idea.
After
obviously.
Oh Canada, I'm lost.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He had Oh Canada. He's like the next. So it was incredible. It was fun.
All right.
Thanks for having me
This
on.
is the end for real, dude.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
crazy.
Yeah, crazy story.
Thanks for sitting down with us, Brad.
Okay,
I
no
appreciate
worries.
it.